I became king when I was 21 and reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. I don't see anyone else accomplishing as much as I did. I am better than all of you.
Zechariah did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. He was not humble to others nor to the prophet Jeremiah. Zechariah also rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar. Enough, Jeremiah. Zechariah, follow the Lord's way, for you shall be forgiven. I will never follow your God's ways. Because of Zechariah's ways, I later became stiff-necked and hardened my heart rather than returning to the Lord, the God of Israel. Now the people began practicing all abominations and defying the Lord's house, who I had consecrated in Jerusalem. Despite everything that had happened, the Lord sent his messengers to them, for he still had compassion on his people and his dwelling place. But his people mocked God's messengers, despised his words, and scoffed at his prophets. Now the Lord's anger against his people grew and blazed upon remedy. God then brought up against his people the king of the Chaldeans. I, the king of the Chaldeans, will kill your young men with the sword in their own sanctuary. I will not have compassion for neither young men, young women, the old, nor the infirm. I will show the power I have.
The Chaldeans took all the treasures of the Lord's house and brought them to Babylon. They burnt down the house of God, tore down the walls of Jerusalem, burnt down all its palaces, and destroyed all their precious objects. Those who escaped death were brought captive to Babylon and served as servants to the king and his sons. This was all happening until the Persian kingdom came to power. All of this was to fulfill the word of the Lord spoken by Jeremiah.
In my first year being the king of Persia, in order for me to realize the word of the Lord spoken by Jeremiah, the Lord roused my spirit to spread the proclamation throughout my kingdom, both by word of mouth and by writing. Thus I spread the message: the Lord, the God of heaven, has given to me all the kingdoms of the earth. He also charged me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. All among you, therefore, who belong to his people, may their God be with them. Let them go up.